I hope you're having a great day. Hello, Ken, Gentleman Prospector. Top of the morning to you. Let's have a little Goldgers in our cup. I was going to sluice some. I got so many buckets of this material. I'm going to sluice some of it. I'm going to see if there's any shiny in it. I know there's shiny in it. I'm going to recover some shiny from it. So today we're going to run it down to Dream Mat Trek Sluice using the Flower Gold Wizard Smooth Water 6-inch header box and the combo mat by Dream Mat. And then we're going to take the tailings out of that and we're going to run it down the Flower Gold Wizard Micro Mini Cleanup Sluice. Hey, Kings Gold, New York. Welcome in, Joseph. Top of the morning to you, my good sir. We're going to get some sluicing going on. I had a little trouble getting my live stream set up this morning. But I got it going and everything's working out. So here we go. We got our water turned on. I got my sluice set. I got it set at 9 degrees. Well, 8.5. I set it up at 8.5 degrees. Gonna do a little bit of an adjustment here. Just to get the flow even there. And everything looks good. I think we're ready to feed some dirt. See how it looks. So let's do this. I'm gonna move this bucket. I'm gonna move this bucket one time up here. This is a big bucket. Yeah, let's move that up here one time. See if we can't spill that gold all over the place. Like in the soap. Hey, Swamp Dog, welcome in. Top of the morning to you, my friend. I was hoping that nobody even seen that, Joseph, but you know what? That happens, and that's the reality. You know what it's like, too, my friend. You get ready to go live, and it didn't happen right. What happened was it went live on my phone before I was ready, and I was unable to get onto it with my tablet to read chat, so I just ended it. I thought, you know what? We'll start this over. So here we are. We got 57 amazing people in here. And we're going to find some gold today. I'm going to tell you right now, I know for a fact that this bucket, this 5-gallon bucket right here is absolutely loaded. Look at that clay. Woo-wee. With tiny micros, and I'm hoping there's some chunky stuff in there. You never know what you're going to get. This come right out of the foothills, right out of the St. Francis mountain range. John Berg, good morning. Top of the morning to you. Welcome in. Come on in, guys. Let's have a little Goldgers in our cup this morning. And let's talk about shiny. I'm Ken, the Gentleman Prospector, a part-time gold prospector based out of Missouri. I'm in southwest Missouri, but where all this material comes from, and we have buckets and buckets and buckets of this material. Me and Mama Bird does. We got it right out of southeast Missouri, St. Francis mountain range right here in Missouri. That's right. Be nice, LaQuisha. There's no reason of being mean. Come on in and say howdy. You got 65 amazing people. Please remember to hit that thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. And anything free is worth saving up for. So we're going to sluice out a bunch of this material here. And then we're going to take it, clean that up, and then we're going to run the cons down the Flower Gold Wizard Micro Mini Cleanup Sluice. Little Goldgers in your cup. Yeah, I'm showing 67 right now that are viewing this right now, Swamp Dog. 67 amazing people. And they're everyone welcome. It's a beautiful day in the Ozarks. It's still a little warm for September here. Right now the temperature's 80 degrees, going up to 92 today. Bow season opened yesterday. And normally you'd find old GP sitting out in a tree somewhere, pursuing one of them big old monsoon whitetails, but because the weather's so warm, I got gold. I got gold in my indicator, man. Woo-wee. Looky there, looky there, looky there. And I think I see a flake down here in the dream mat. We'll know when we clean it out. Little ditty Jack and Danae. Top of the morning to you, Jack and Danae. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Terrific Tuesday. Mama Bird's at work. I got a little bit of a late start getting this stuff set up. I had it all set up in the craft room for the live last night, and I had to bring everything out, change the water, carry it all out. I'm pretty sure I see a nice fleck of shiny boiling around in there, and I know I see some shiny right there in the indicator mat. Ooh-wee. We're gonna get the gold today. We're gonna get it today. Come on with it. There's Luger 1985. Top of the morning to you, Luger. JP. JP, well, I wish it was Thank God It's Friday. Me too, JP, but it's not. It's Terrific Tuesday. Bench Ants, hello, howdy, howdy, welcome in. Come on in, everyone's welcome. 158 amazing people watching. Where are you panning from, says Skyderman HD. Skyderman, I'm in southwest Missouri. But all these heavy, thick, gold-rich black sands come from southeast Missouri. Down at the St. Francis Mountain Range. We're going back there on the 26th of this month. We're going to be filling some more buckets and doing some more prospecting, and I am seeing this indicator mat is just lighting up. I'm going to tell you right now, and so are the cells. Oh, this is exciting. I don't know how much of this 5-gallon bucket I can sluice out before I have to clean it out, but we'll just keep an eye on these cells. Ooh, that's a pretty piece of quartz right there. Gonna throw that over there one time. Randy Wagner, top of the morning to you, Randy. Glad to have you, my friend. Welcome in. Fishmaster. Fishmaster says howdy. Howdy back at you. So guys, just stick around here for about 15 minutes or so, and I'll turn you blue, make you a standard moderator. You can connect to all these other amazing channels that are in here. That's what the community's all about. That's what the Gold Kingdom's about. Sharing the love, connecting with one another, getting to know your channel, you getting to know everyone else's. It's Golden Tuesday morning. That's right. I like your attitude, Skyderman. That is awesome. It is a Golden Tuesday. You know what, Skyderman, for talk like that, you know, you don't have to wait any longer. I just changed. Same way, Randy Wagner, you come in here all nice and being all considerate, and you got to be blue. When you're nice, considerate, you got to be blue. Justin King, I've done this once in grade school, so I have a question. Justin, shoot. I don't know if I can answer your question, but I'll certainly give it a try, my friend. Yes, gold. Gold, yes. Evan, how many yards are you sluicing? Well, this here is a 5-gallon bucket, and it was completely full. So I believe it takes 22 5-gallon buckets to make up 1 yard. So that this would be, with one of them, it would be 1/22 of a yard. So not a whole lot. But it took a lot of work to get this material. These are all concentrated down, and it's nothing but the heavies that are in here now. So whatever's in here is going to have a density of 5% or greater. Gold has a density of 19%. What time is it there? My time is 1640. Well, that's 440 where you're at, Luger. It is 0939. Here, I'm in Central Standard Time in the Midwest in the United States. Awesome blue team, that's right. And everybody in here can be on the blue team as long as they're kind, considerate, and good people. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button. There's 158 amazing people in here. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's free. And we're just gonna have some Goldgers in our cup today. We're going to run some material, and I'm seeing a nice flake right there. I just can't keep my eyes off of it. And there's two down here in this cell, one in that cell, and one in that cell. Oh my goodness. You know, I could pull that camera over here and let you guys see that while it's running. I think the image would pick up on it. You're in the Netherlands. That's awesome. Sean Mangan says, where are you located? It says, Justin says, so sir, can a person find such material in any kind of lake or creek sand? Justin, no, you can't. But most of your ancient waterways and tributaries do hold a little bit of gold. The glaciers, as they pushed down and then receded back, they left deposits of gold. And then you have what you call an outcropping. Here in Missouri, we have two times. The glaciers pushed down over northern Missouri and receded back up, leaving a lot of flour gold up in the northern part of Missouri. But we have a geological phenomenon is the way that the USGS described it. The St. Francis mountain range was compromised between 1.4 and 1.5 billion years ago. And it's made up of intrusive rock that came up from the volcanics whenever all the tectonic plates and everything was being formed. And that's why we have an outcropping of gold there in that one area that's localized in that one area. But, you know, the best way is boots on the ground. Get out there and give it a look at, Justin. And you know what? The only thing that happens is you spend a day outside playing around the creek, doing some panning and investigating, and it's going to be a great adventure. And you might find yourself some wild gold too. All right, so Justin, I'm going to go ahead and moderate you, sir. Welcome to the Gold Kingdom. And Luger 1985 from the Netherlands. I'm going to go ahead and turn you blue as well, my friend. Welcome you to the Gold Kingdom. You've been in here for a while now. There's Sean Mangan. I live in North Carolina. We go to North Carolina. Yeah, and North Carolina, you know, that's where it all started at. That's where it all started at, Sean, the whole gold rush. And, you know, North Carolina is an amazing place. And I know some friends of ours, of mine and Mama Bird's, JP Lawns and more, they're getting ready to have the JP Bash in North Carolina. It's going to be an epic event. If you guys don't know JP Lawns and more, check out his channel. It's amazing. And they do some great events, and it's the safest bar you can ever attend. Let's put it that way, because it's in the comfort of your own home. Yeah, Sean, let's go ahead. We've already moderated you. Tim Ivins, howdy, Ricky Myrick, good to be back. It's been a while. Yeah, Ricky, it sure has. I'm glad to have you back in here, Ricky. I got gold in here, and I'm getting excited. GP's getting excited. We just got started for the morning. We gold hunting, says Brennan. That's right, we are, Brennan. I want to come around here, and I'm going to pick this old camera up one time, and I'm going to see if I can show you what I'm looking at. We'll start down. Are really filling up with heavies. There's a big old nice juicy chunk of mineralized quartz. We're going to set that out for some crushing later. But here's what I want you guys to see. This is what I'm looking at right here. Let me zoom that camera in. Look at them flakes swirling around in there. Yeah, they're small and they're in the micro cells, but you know what? That's gold. That's wild gold, man. And come up here, there's that big flake sitting in that indicator mat. Look at that. There's another one right over there. And another one right there. And there's some more up here at the top. I'm not sure that you guys can see them. Zoom that camera back out. Get it back out there. And let's set this little monker up, back up where you guys can see me, and we can talk, and we can do some sluicing. We can do some sluicing together. Oh my goodness, look at this. We got 153 feet. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Thank you, King's Gold. I can always trust on you. How do you make gold, says Helena Wallace. Well, as far as making it goes, we got to wash a lot of rock. And it's not that we're making gold, it's just that we're finding it. To make gold is called alchemy, and that's something that science has yet to perfect. Can you 3D print one of them maps? That come from nobody. And welcome in, nobody. Glad to have you. Gabe's in here. Gold is gold. That's right, Gabe. I like that, man. Gabe, for that simple, kind remark, you're getting turned blue right now, my friend. And nobody, back to your question, I personally cannot 3D print. I don't have a 3D printer, and I don't know nothing about it. That's technology above my skill set. But yes, I know guys that can do this, and I've seen guys that have 3D printed it. And this sluice right here that you guys are going to see run in a little while, the entire thing, the smooth water header box, that's 3D printed by the Flower Gold Wizard, Wesley Hatfield and Jason. And this is the sluice. And this thing catches the tiniest, smallest of small micro golds when you've got a lot of black sands like this. These are 90% magnetite sands. Have a look at this, guy. This is what I'm going through. Nobody is coming in here being all kind and stuff. And nobody, you know what? You just got moderated, my friend. Welcome to the Gold Kingdom. Joey says, awesome setup. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that. Turtle says, nice. Got 197 amazing folks in here. Just come on in, guys, and set a spell. Let's have a little Goldgers in our cup. Let's run this material down this sluice, and let's see if we can find some shiny. I know we can, because the mat's filling up. I can see it in there. Now this is going to take several cleanups, and then like I said, once we get our tailings bucket full, then we're going to switch out sluices, and we're going to run the micro mini cleanup sluice and run our tailings down that, just to see if the dream map might have kicked something out. Chat's flying in here. I love it. Elijah, howdy. Welcome in, Elijah. Hey, bro, good news. I joined the Hockey Pokey clinic and turned myself around. Well, Dooney, you know what? I'm going to say that's good news for you, man. Baby Blue, alchemy of gold is actually figured out. It's just not a viable option for the energy and materials required. That I did not know, Baby Blue, and thank you for that information. Thank you, Greencastle. Appreciate that. You love to pay. Yeah, right, Thruster. And welcome in. This is awesome. How long have you done it? It says GRW ad, grow ad. Hey, you know what? I've done this for a long time. As you can tell by the image, I'm an old guy. I've been around for a long time. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and you know what? It's a hobby and it's fun, and that's what it's all about for me. Fishmaster, howdy. There's Peter Carney. There's Rob, the train conductor. Toot toot. There he comes, guys. There comes my pal Rob. We're gonna get caught up and make some of these people blue while this is running down through there. Ekman Idris, howdy in, and I appreciate that, being kind like that, Ekman. We're going to go ahead and give you an opportunity to connect to some of these channels. Hey, looky there. It's Golden Skull, Prospector Jason E. Miner, my brother and a great friend. He wanted to know if Tim got his stickers in. Brewers! Brewers, there he is. Brewers Prospector, another great friend. Right there, well, what do we have here? Brewers, I got this entire 5-gallon bucket right here. 145 pounds. We weighed it. We put it on the scales last night. Me and Mama Bird did. 145 pounds that bucket weighs. It's plumb full of black sand from St. Francis Mountain Range. We're going back there on the 26th of this month, Brewers. You're welcome to come down there and play with us. It's going to be a good time. There's Alaskan Assassin. Howdy. Hey, AAA, welcome in. Crash. I think Crash is going to be down there on the 26th. At least I think he's going to certainly try, he said. Hearts of Gold's in there. Namika Wambula. Pardon that. Sorry about that. I'm a big hillbilly, and I speak hillbilly. I speak fluent redneck, and trying to pronounce names sometimes, I hack them up. I don't do it on purpose. I apologize. Because you're welcome. And we love you, and we love everybody. We love all humans, the human race in general. That's what it's about, guys. Motor Nielsen. I have not been to Norway, Motor Nielsen. Stephanie, howdy. Welcome in. It's amazing people in here. 313 amazing people. Please hit that like button. And don't forget, subscribe. It's free if you haven't already. And anything free is worth saving up for. And I sure hope that I can share some kindness and share a little bit of fun right here on this terrific Tuesday morning. And we can get some gold out of here. And we can just all be one great big huge gold community, a gold kingdom. Ian Bell. Are you called Cletus? Said Ian. Well, you know, I've been called worse than Cletus. I got a buddy of mine that's nicknamed Cletus, but no, I'm called the Gentleman Prospector, GP. And if you can't remember that, you can call me Ken. That's my Christian name. That's my birth name. So there you have it. Weston the Storm Chaser. Thanks, King Gold. It's pretty interesting. I never get it. Well, Weston, I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and keep talking to these great community members in here, because these Gold Kingdom members, you know, we got so many of them in here that can answer. If I miss a question, they can answer questions. And they're great prospectors. I highly recommend them. That's right, Rob. See, and just like I was saying, you know, Rob is a managing moderator. He's my train conductor. He runs the show. He keeps everything going backstage whenever GP's up here being busy. And you know what? Rob's from Oregon. Got an amazing channel, and he's got a little pup named Mia Dog that is just the star of the show. My heart goes out to Mia. Love her, man. Love you too, Rob. Great channel. If you guys haven't connected to Hobo Rob, you should. He is a great Gold Kingdom member. And I'm pleased to meet you too, Ian Bill. In Powerverse, what you doing, he said. I'm sluicing for gold, and we're finding it. We got gold in the mat. Now I'm going to tell you guys, this is not pay dirt. This did not come out of a bag. And this gold that I'm looking at right here, these right here are the first set of eyes to ever look at that gold. And you guys are the second set. When I pulled that camera up here earlier and showed you the shiny sticking in there, you were the second set of eyes to ever see that gold. Well, I'm going to go ahead there, Ian Bill. You've been in here long enough, and I'm going to make you a standard moderator. And look at there, see? The kingdom is answering questions. I love it. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph's got such great knowledge when it comes to prospecting. And I tell you what, Joseph's got some great prospecting hacks and advice. Great channel. He puts out some amazing shorts that are just out of this world. And he takes the time to match the music to the shorts. It's unbelievable. It's great. 326 amazing people in. Luger just said Gold Rush Live. That's right, brother. That's right. This is the real deal. This is us, just real people doing real things. Oh, look at that mineralized rhyolite. Got that quartz running through it there. Holy cow. That's a smasher. We're going to put that over here with a smash pile. You know GP loves to smash them rocks. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. That's clay that didn't get broke up. We got to break that clay up. Me and Joe, my pal Priority Prospecting, Joe Weiss, he's the one that found this spot that we're at, that we've been going to. We're going to be back on the 26th too. 26th to the 28th. But he has been finding some nice specimens, and I tell you what, there's two different kinds of clay layers, and they coexist. They one right on top of another one. There's a lighter gray and a darker gray. And when we got down to that darker gray, and I busted a lump of that clay open in my hand last week, there was a tiny fleck of gold right there in it, and it was like, ooh, here we go. This is it, Joe. This is it. Howdy, Andrew. Welcome in, my friend. Let's go ahead, Andrew. Let's make you a standard moderator, my friend. Welcome to the Gold Kingdom. We appreciate you. Ascending Phoenix, welcome back in. Trying to read chat and feed the sluice. Yeah, that is, Weston, that is pretty cool. And this gold, this area, gold was discovered in this area in 1860. It was reported being discovered. Let's put it that way, because you know the Spaniards were here. They did mining in the 14th century and the 15th century, and then we came over and we did some mining. The indigenous people did mining around this area, but this particular spot where we're at was discovered in 1860, and they filed a claim on it. And then the Civil War started in 1863. They never really got to work the claim between that time of 1860 and 1863. One, they was waiting on the paperwork back from the federal government, which takes time because, you know, back then the Pony Express wasn't very, it was just getting fired up. And then when the war took over in 1863, it put a kibosh to all the mining. And the guy that had the claim perished during the Civil War. So his claim never got picked up by any of his family members, and then the land got converted over to national forest. And long story short, that is why we can find gold in there today. We can walk in there and we can find it there in the Mark Twain National Forest just because we're allowed to prospect it. There's Mickey with another time coming in with, there's no gold in Missouri. That's right, Mickey. That wasn't at all gold. I said big old line, that smile you had in your pan down there last week. And Mickey, we're going, I think I told you this already, but we're planning to go back on the 26th to the 28th. We'd love to have you back down there if you want to come back down and camp out, my friend. It'll be a good time. Well, Sally, howdy, welcome in. Yeah, I wish I was made of gold too. You know, we do have gold in our body, though. All of us has just a little bit of gold in our body. There's some thought, something for thought on you and how that gold ended up in our body, right? Eatman Iger says he has no interest in this kind of stuff, or why he's still here. Maybe she just listen or fall asleep. You know what? That's fine too, Eatman. Listen away, man. Get you some rest in there, my friend. A good rest is good, healthy habits. Going to Alabama Gold Camp, says Mickey, from another time next month. So he's got to save his money, and he's going to have to pass on this outing. And that's fine. Spot price for gold right now is $3,687.30. That's about $118 a gram. That means you got about 12 bucks worth of gold out of every tenth of a gram you pull out of there. And I'm not going to kid you, I bet you we got 12 bucks, close to 12 bucks worth of gold in this sluice box right now. Caribou 2 says, howdy, welcome in, Caribou, appreciate it. I hope I got your name right, my friend. It's not that I didn't want to get it right, it's just that I'm an old hillbilly, you know, and it's one of them things. But you're more than welcome. You come on in here. Welcome to the Gold Kingdom, my friend. Oliver Saunders, howdy. Welcome in. 118.55 to be exact, says Robo Rob. Thank you, Rob. I was doing the math real quick. I do math pretty fast in my head. I'm a retired paramedic, and I had to firefighter paramedic, and I had to do a lot of math in my career. Greencastle Goku. Do you know if Michigan has gold? Maybe there's Upper Peninsula. Yes, Michigan does have gold. And there's a great guy in here right now from Michigan that gets gold all the time. Golden Skull Prospecting, Jason E. Miner. He's a great guy. He's from Michigan, and he gets gold out there every time he goes. Curtis Johnson from North Dakota gold. Woo, this is great, guys. 359 amazing people from all over. This is what the Gold Kingdom's about. I love it. Greencastle, I'm going to turn you blue so you can connect with Prospector Jason E. Miner, Golden Skull Prospecting. And that way, maybe you guys can get together. He's there in Michigan. If nothing else, he can give you some really good advice. I know I listen to Jason when he talks to me. And another Jason is up from that area is Fire Gold Wizard, the one that made all this equipment. Tammy Turner, welcome in. Tammy, I am in my backyard. I'm doing this in my backyard right now. That's the great thing. We just took all this material, these concentrates, out of the creek, and we brung them home, and we run them at home. And now, with that being said, a lot of people clean up their gold right at the creek. There's nothing wrong with that. We choose to bring it home because at home we have a controlled environment. Everything here is controlled. I'm recirculating the water. I have a surfactant in the water, and the surfactant makes water wetter. It breaks the water tension and allows density to work properly. Gold is the densest thing in this water, in this entire bucket, in the entire creek. Gold has a density of 19%. That means it's 19 times heavier than water. Water weighs 8.33 pounds per gallon, so you take 8.33 times 19, and that's what gold weighs, a gallon of gold. Whoa, that's heavy. In more ways than one. Georgianne! Howdy, Georgianne. Great to see you. Appreciate you coming in here. Nothing to dig in the UK but dog turds. Well, I hate that. You know what? That Ian Bell, that'd be great if you could, wherever you're at, find a spot to go down. It's so peaceful. I love gold prospecting. And like I said, it's just a hobby. The gold we find, 80 to 90% of the gold we find, we give back to you guys, to our subscribers. We do that on Monday and Wednesday nights. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, on Mama Bird's Live, we're gonna be playing a game. That's right. We're gonna just lay out a board game. We're gonna be playing. It's a trivia. It's about MASH 4077. Some of you may know the show from the 70s. Some may not. But we're gonna be giving out to the winners bags of pay dirt with this very gold, with this very material that I'm sluicing right now. And the gold that I get out of it is going in them bags. Each one of them is going to contain a minimum of 0.10 grams. And as Rob just pointed out, that's $12 worth of gold. That's $12 worth of gold in each one of them bags. So, hey, you know what? Anything free is worth saving up for. And an opportunity to win some free gold. That's what I'm talking about. Stephen Callaghan from Scotland. Well, welcome in. Top of the morning to you. Well, in Scotland, it's evening, isn't it? Well, the rest of the day to you, sir. Let's just put it that way. I got a little Goldgers in my cup, and I'm watching this. I haven't hardly put anything at all in here, but I'm going to have to clean this up. One, my water's getting really murky. I can still see the gold, the big gold that I pointed out on camera earlier. It's all still in there, but these mats are starting to fill up with some of that heavy. I should have brought a magnet out here, because this is all 90% magnetite. Magnet will separate it, but unfortunately when the gold is so micro like this and you separate it with a magnet, you also pull out a lot of little micro golds. Not that gold's is magnetic, it's just that they stick in the bigger pieces of this wet black sand, and it sometimes pulls it out. I don't like that there. So yeah, we don't come in here. Yeah, thank you, Swamp Dog. Appreciate that, bro. I was working on that myself. I have nothing against any country or anybody like that. It's just that I don't any kind of political views and stuff. Here's the thing, guys. That's our opinions, and we're all entitled to them, and we all have them. But the way I look at opinions are, we all have them. They're like armpits. They all stink, and we should keep them to ourselves. You know what I mean? So let's keep our opinions to ourselves when it comes to political stuff and all that. I know there's some great causes out there, and, you know, I'm just not going to get into it. Brando! Brando Dunn, welcome in. Well, the biggest nugget I ever found was 0.16 grams. 1.67 gram, I'm sorry. But it wasn't from Missouri, unfortunately. But the biggest Missouri nugget I ever found was 0.53 grams. And a lot of people say, that's not a nugget, that's still just a picker. Trust me, for me here in Missouri, that's a nugget. Then he says, how do you know what's gold and dirt? Well, that's what we're doing. We're separating it. And this is what it looks like. This is mostly comprised of black sands, magnetite with host in there, and that's the rhyolite, feldspar, and the quartz, them are the host rocks. And that's mostly what's inside of these concentrated material. And by running it down this dream mat through the Flower Gold Wizards micro, or the smooth water header box, it evenly distributes the water out here, and the densest thing will fall out and get trapped inside this matting system. And gold, being the most dense thing in the water, is what falls out. And as long as the cells are exchanging, we can continue to feed this. Now, once they stop exchanging, we have to clean it out. And we're almost to that point. We're almost to the point where we have to do a clean out. Well, that's okay. We'll just clean it out. Hey, no worries, Benny. And you know what? That's what it's all about. I'm going to turn you blue so that you can talk to some of these other amazing prospectors in here. If you got some other questions, maybe they can help you out. Brando, appreciate you, brother. And I'm going to turn you blue, too. Please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button. There's 309 amazing people in here. This old country boy is humbled, I'll tell you what. I'm that unemployed friend on Tuesday, says imported babies. Aiden Shannon, howdy. Welcome in, Aiden. Top of the morning to you. Carswell 9209 says howdy. Welcome in. Ken Al Mashon says howdy. Appreciate that. Welcome in, my friend. Logan's from Missouri. Whoa, Logan, I'm about an hour north and west of Branson there. I'm from southwest Missouri. That's where I'm at right now. But this gold, this material comes from southeast Missouri, from the St. Francis Mountain Range. I made 12,000 euros by finding 400 milligrams. That is awesome, SCA. Zach Hollyfield, welcome in, Zach, from New Orleans. Lance Lane says, do you need a license to do that, or can anyone sluice? Lance, here in Missouri, the laws, we're not allowed to use the sluice in any kind of national forest. Now, if you're on private land, like where I'm at right now is my house, and in my backyard, and I'm allowed to run a sluice. Now, if you're on private property, you can run the sluice all you want, dredges, high bankers, any equipment you want. But on government-owned land, it's pan and scoop only. So what we do is we take our gold pans, our classifiers, our 8-inch classifiers, and our big scoops. We got big scoops made out of the same stuff that we dig it out with, classify it down, pan it down till there's nothing but the heavy, the dense stuff in there, and then we pour it in buckets and we bring it home and we sluice it at home for the final cleanup. I hope that answers your question, my friend. Welcome in, Joe Cool. Song Jones, top of the morning to you. Welcome in. Huntsville, Alabama, says Jordan. Guys, stick around just a little bit and let me know you're a real person and that you're a kind person and considerate. And I'll make moderators out of you so everybody connect with one another. I love it. That's a great thing. 270 amazing people still watching. Watching from South Australia. Do you get much gold in the area from the dirt? Well, Peter, for this area, yeah, I consider it. Yeah, this is the best spot where we got this material. And my friend with Priority Prospector, Joe Weiss, is the one that discovered it. He discovered it last year. But this particular spot is the best spot that we have found in the state to get the gold out of. So I would say yes, we do get quite a bit out of here. Now, with that being said, we're just hobbyists. We're not mining or anything like that. Liam's coming in from Manitoba. Harry Williams, first time here. How much do you think it would cost to get set up? Harry, it depends on what you're looking for. If just a gold pan, just, you know, a basic gold pan with a classifier and a snuffer bottle and stuff like that, and everything you need just to go to the river, 29 bucks, you know. You can get a nice kit for 29, 30 bucks, and it'll put you on the water. When you step up to a sluice system, like this small 6-inch Dream Mat Trek sluice, this will run about 100 bucks, and that comes with the matting and everything. And then I have the Flower Gold Wizard Smooth Water Header Box setting on it. They're about $57, give or take a buck or two. And I'm going to tell you what, this little system, it catches the gold. I hope I answered your question. Noki Fabio, are you in Alaska? No, sir. I am in the 24th state in the Union. I'm in Missouri. But I have some really good friends in Alaska. Thomas lives in Alaska, Thomas 907. Rob and Sarah from Curmudgeon, they are in Alaska. I got some really close friends there. What does this method do to make the government not want it done on federal land? Tree hunters, very good, valid question, and I'm going to try to answer that the best that I can. I don't think that it's as much as this does anything, because whenever you agitate the water, clean the material up, one, we pull all the lead out of the water that we pull in there, because lead is very dense as well. It's not as dense as gold, but it's between 8 and 9 specific gravity. So we're pulling lead out, for one, so that helps the environment. For two, it generates fish beds. When you clean and clear the algae off the bottom, it brings that algae up. The fish naturally come to it because a lot of the smaller breeding fish will eat that stuff, and it creates a nice bedding surface for it. Why, the reason that they don't want you to be able to run the sluice equipment, to run dredges and high bankers and stuff like that, and this here is very debatable, but it's primarily because whatever gold in the land that's in the ground, and the ground's owned by the U.S. government, at any time that they needed to, they could come in there and mine that themselves and pull the gold out. So it's like gold in the bank, the river bank. And, you know, that's debatable. But that's I believe, to be the primary reason that they don't want you to use larger equipment, because you can extract a lot of gold with a good dredge or a high banker, even a hobbyist can. Nick Moner, he's from Ontario, Canada. Welcome back, Nick. Troy Jackson says hi from the Yukon. Howdy, Troy. Welcome in, my friend. I'm going to let this run for just a second, guys. Nokio Fabio's also from the Yukon. At ease, soldier. Fly, old guy, I just tuned in. Are you finding much? Fly, old guy. I am, my friend. Well, it's a lot for us here in the 24th state here in Missouri, but I'm getting some good flex up here, and I'm getting ready to do a clean out. I'm going to put one more scoop in there, and then I'm going to do a clean out, and we're going to see. We're going to see what we got. And I took maybe an eighth of that bucket down. Is all I've taken down so far. KJ Stickman. Sounds like a small Cessna's landed in my back alley. Mikey Blazer, welcome in, Mikey. Top of the morning to you, my friend. There's a little Goldgers in your cup. We're getting ready to do a clean out. We're getting ready to do some clean out here. Hi all from the UK, says Jane Atkins. Well, Jane, I'm going to go ahead and moderate you in here. Farming gold, says Ghost. That's right, my friend. Hotshot asked, what are you doing, bro? You know what? Hotshot was right. I'm farming for gold. And I do see some gold in these. I actually see quite a bit of gold, guys. I really do. And I'm loving it. So let's let you guys take a look at this. I haven't got, Fish Guy says, have you got something good yet? I haven't got any big pickers or nuggets yet today. Hopefully there's some in here, but you know what? That's a rarity here. So if there is, you're going to see GP really freak out. So this is that heavy material holding up in there like I was saying. There's a pretty piece of crushable quartz right there. See that? Nice little mineralized quartz. I'm going to set that over there. But here's what I'm seeing, guys. You get it right up here in the mat. Let me zoom that in. There's a nice flake of gold. You see it sitting in there? We'll pull that back just a little bit, and we'll get right up here to the very top, and there, this top layer is loaded. You can see gold in almost every one of these cells right here as we run through, and you can see some down here in this second cell as well. But this is, and then up here, this is the indicator mat. This is where I look at first because it's black and it shows up, that gold shows up really good. So I look through the indicator mat as I'm running the material. There's a nice piece right there. Look at that big old flake right there. Ooh-wee. Now that's what I'm talking about. Come on with it one time, would you? Would you look at that right there? So we're gonna clean this up. Let's clean this mat up. Let's clean it up and pan it out and get back to sluicing. We'll get back to sluicing. Still got 279 amazing people. Thank you, guys. All right. We're going to clean it out right here in this here tub. Put a little fresher water up there. See if I can do this and read chat at the same time. I don't multitask very good. Always looks black at first, Mr. Exhaustive. Yeah, that's right. You got that right. And there's my train conductor, Rob, answering some questions. And you know, that I sure appreciate Rob. He don't know how much I appreciate Rob and Joseph and Tim and Zaxxon and all my managing moderators. Holy wow, that's got some good gold in it. I ain't gonna kid you guys. So we're gonna pull this up, starting with the top of the mat. I'm gonna back it off just a little bit, and we're gonna just curl that mat, give it a little shake as we twist it here. And this is emptying everything that's in that dream mat into, look at how clean that got. Woo-wee. That's what I'm talking about. It emptied it all right there into my pan. Then I'm going to take this here indicator mat. We're going to pull it off. You guys are going to be able to see the gold in this indicator mat. Look at this. I think you guys can see it. Empty that in there one time like so till we get it all out. Look good. Look like it got it to me. And then I'm just going to back this header box up just a skosh like that. Turn the water back on and let the rest of whatever under the mat that might have got trapped under the mat, I'm going to let it run into my pan. like so. Good enough. And then we just go in reverse. We'll put that indicator mat back up in underneath there, like into so. We'll put that dream mat back in there. Like into so. Having a little issue with my lip here. There, I got it up. Tighten my wing nut down, and we're ready to go on the second run. That fast, that simple, that easy. And let's pan this out. Let's see what we got here. Howdy, Duncan, the English gent. Yeah, it looks very promising, Duncan. I seen some nice gold in there. I did, my friend. And this is the material. Let me pour some of that water off there. That's the material there that dream mat caught. All the material. We're going to pan that out right here live. And you guys are going to be just like me. You're going to be the first set of eyes that look at this gold right here. Sean Mangan says, how much does that sluice box cost? Sean, that sluice setup with everything on it, leg kit and all, is under 200 bucks, and it's well worth it. That's the sluice system is made by Dream Mat, and you can get that at Prospector Dream. It's got the Dream Mat combo mat in it, and then the header box is made by Wesley Hatful for the Flyer Gold Wizard. Great guy. If you guys don't know the Flyer Gold Wizard, you need to get over to his channel and subscribe. And let him know that the gentleman Prospector sent you. We're going to pan this out. Look at all this heavies. Look at all these heavies, guys. Would you look at that one time? We're stratifying that down. Stratification, when you stratify, that puts all the densest material, the heaviest stuff, down at the bottom of the pan. And that's what do it. We tap it up so that it fits in that lip at the bottom. And that's where it'll rest at. And then we pan off any of the lighter material that might be on the top. And then we just repeat the process. Stratify it. A little tap. And then we pan off our lighter stuff. And we do that until we got a manageable amount of black sands that we can successfully pull back in our pan. Mama Bird! Howdy, Mama Bird. There's Mama Bird. There's 426 amazing people in here. If you guys have not connected to Mama Bird, please do so. Just click on the link and hit subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow night, during Mama Bird's Live, we're going to be giving away some gold, some of this gold. We're going to be playing a MASH trivia game, and the winners and some people in chat are going to be winning tiny gold pay dirt bags with at least 0.10 grams of gold. This gold that you guys are seeing right here, right now, is going to be going in them bags. The Bolsaki says nein, which means no. Well, that kind of language is verboten, which means forbidden. Not allowed. Looky there, guys. I just barely started pulling that back. Let me show you guys why I stopped. I just barely started pulling that back, and look at these micros that are showing up in that already. Ooh-wee. That's what I'm talking about. Come on with it. Come on and get you some of that shiny. Bizarre Joe says, that's cool. Thank you, Bizarre. 420 News says, I see some. You just wait. There's a smile coming off in here. Thank you for that, Rob. I appreciate it, my friend. You wait, guys, because I was seeing some good, and you guys seen it. I pulled up that camera up to that mat. There's some shiny in this pan. Mama bird, this is the blue bucket that we started to process last night. And we pulled, I believe we pulled 0.17 out of it last night, something like that. But I just ran about the same amount. And I'm going to say there's close to the same. I know there's enough to move the scale in here. Let's put it that way. Look at these heavy black sands. And I'm going to keep my eye over here in the corner. You see this, guys? That one corner over there is really starting to light up with some tiny gold. And I want to get it all. Now, with that being said, we are going to run all these tailings down the micro mini cleanup sluice. And it will get it all. It'll hold that gold. As you guys will see here in a little while. Look at this, though. See, this is what I'm looking at. Look at this, guys. Look what is coming through. Ooh-wee. Come on with it. If that don't make you smile here on a terrific Tuesday, you know what? You need to seek medical attention and get your pulse checked. Because that right there, that's got old GP's pulse pumping. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Come on with that. There's a little garnet, Mama Bird. Look at that garnet. Little Missouri garnet. Mama Bird's saying, why aren't you picking that out? There, I picked it out, Mama Bird. Oh, we got gold on the right side, and here it comes on the left side. Here it comes on the left side. See that gold showing through on the left side? That means that we have got a golden smile that's getting ready to show up in our pan. Cortez the first. We, sir, are rich, says Cortez. That's right. You got that right. We're rich in friendship. We're rich in friendship, Cortez. That's right. The Golden Kingdom. I'm not sure what you got going on there, Alathair, but you know what? It has nothing to do with your nationality. If you was blocked by one of my moderators or myself, it was because you was a mean person. And that's why, and I got a feeling, there it is. I started to say, I got a feeling you're going to get sent to down the mine shaft for the last time. And I assure you, it has nothing at all to do with nationality. It's just got the fact to do that you nasty mean. You know, when you go, you're not going to go like regular people. You're just going to nasty away. We don't like that. We like good people, honest people, humble people. And we like friendship and kindness. And we love all people, all nationalities, all races, all religions. We love them all. We love humans. Good Lord, look at this, guys. Holy wow, look at this. Look at this, it's showing up in there. Can I get a ooh-wee? Look at that, guys. We are the first set of eyes in the history of mankind to ever look at that. And Joe, if you're in here, that we are definitely on the bigger flake stuff, man. We need to keep right where we're at and go a little deeper. And I'll bet you we find them pickers and nuggets we've been looking for. That's right. That's right, Wadyard. We got a ooh-wee. Yeah, that's right, brother. You got that right. I'm Irish. Send me down the tunnel for just make sure it's where the gold is. Well, you know what? I'm Irish and German is what my lineage is. So welcome in, my friend, and welcome to the Gold Kingdom. We're getting our work down there. Now we're going to run some more. We're going to suck this up and run some more. And we'll do, at the end of the show, we'll do some weigh-in, and we'll just see how much we got out of what we ran. Another garnet. Another garnet, Mama Bird. I think that's maybe a piece of silver. got to slow down right here because I got gold leaching out on both corners and I can see it at the top. It's time to stratify back down. Let me rinse that off. And I really can't see chat right now, but I know there's some amazing, there's 376 amazing people. Anonymous says Viking and Irish there. That's for the red hair. Heck yeah, man, nothing wrong with that. Like I said, we don't care where you're from, who you are. You're welcome in the Gold Kingdom as long as you're polite and considerate. And you don't come in here trying to start a whole bunch of crap or because you're having a bad day. You know, I went on live for this, just people that are having a bad day, hopefully put a little smile on their face, put a little humor in their hearts. And I know for a fact that we're putting some Goldgers in that cup. Come on with it, because this is some serious kind of gold right here. Just found this place. It's awesome. Well, thank you, Bobby. I'm going to go ahead and, while I'm sitting here doing nothing but panning, I'm going to moderate a few people. DJ Cameron says, I'm human. Yes, you are, DJ. And we're going to share the love, my friend. Cold Devil says they're watching from Alaska. Cold Devil 907. I wonder if they're around Thomas 907. Thomas is in Alaska too. Thomas is a great guy. We got the chance to shake his hand, hug his neck this year during one of the festivals at Rose Nose Monkey Fest. And I tell you what, Thomas is a very outstanding, great prospector, great guy, and I consider him a friend. But you guys look at what's coming in. Look, I told you it's going to be a smile. It's going to be a smile. Evo Sean, welcome in. Golden Attitude, says Duncan, the English. I like that name, Duncan. There you go, my friend. We're going to add a few more moderators in here. The Malacca Strait, says Wadyad. Well, that is awesome. I'm glad to have you. Anonymous is from Southern Ireland. Welcome in. Mike is watching from Sydney, Australia. We appreciate all our Australian friends. Watching from Nova Scotia, says Ron May. And Ron, you know, we got some friends that travel to Nova Scotia every year and vacation there, and there's some good gold there too. Rosie and Bob from Coos Canyon Rock and Gift. They've actually sent us some material from Nova Scotia that had gold bearing material that we've panned out and had a lot of fun doing it. Oh, that is such a beautiful smile. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Woo-wee. Tap that back up. Getting down there to the nitty gritty. Look at that, guys. That's some chunky gold. That's getting close to it. That's getting close to a picker. I bet them, I can feel them. And look, I want you guys, this is what started it all where we're at, is these thousands and thousands of tiny little micros. I hope you guys can see that. The micros that are in that. Because when Joe run into them micros, he sent me an email and he said, GP, I've got a spot here that I want you to come check out. And it took us a while to get down there. But once we got down there, man, I confirmed everything he was saying. And I'm going to tell you what, he not only found the spot, he found the spot, if you know what I mean. Yes, sir. Court Ragsdale says, looks good to me. Alathar, how much does it cost? Well, I don't buy it. But gold right now is at $118 a gram. So I would say that it's about $118 to $120 per gram, which is about almost $3,700 an ounce. It's like $3,683 an ounce. So yeah, yeah, get a load of that. Get a load of that smile. We about got her cleaned up, guys. And then we're gonna sluice some more. We're gonna sluice some more. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Start out over here with all these little bitty micros, and then we move over into the chunkier monkey stuff. The stuff that I call the chunky monkey. We're gonna suck it up. We're gonna put it in our snuffer bottle. Now I let a couple pieces go by me there. So I'm gonna reverse my pan, and I'm gonna repan them pieces back out, because I have 3 pieces there that even with the surfactant they're wanting to go bye-bye. And we don't want that. We want to keep them right here. All gold must be liberated. Viva liberation of gold. All right, we got it. Now remember, our tailings, even these that we panned out, we're going to run down the micro cleanup sluice just to make sure. But before, let's run some more. I say we sluice some more. Let me get that turned back up here. And I got all the gold right here in the snuffer bottle that you guys just seen me pull out. And there's a considerable amount. I'm going to guess it at about 0.18 to 0.20. There's a considerable amount of gold there. And there I am back. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. That was a lot of fun. Let's turn that back on. Pull out any air bubbles that we might have in there. And let me get caught up with Cap. I didn't David off on say. I didn't even see you. I have to say you've been in here a while. Top of the morning to you, David. 420 News says 0.195. You know what? That is a good guess. We can weigh that up right now. We can stop sluicing and weigh that up right now if you guys want to see what it weighs. It's your show. It's your kingdom. Just the gold kingdom. You let me know what you want to see. If you want to see me weigh that now, we will. If you want me to go ahead and run another sluice box full and then clean it up and weigh it, we can do that too. The choice belongs to you. David Pinselnicki, where are you from? He says, I'm from Missouri, David. Where are you located at, my friend? Welcome in. Top of the morning to you. Mastero Lifestyle says, what are you doing? I'm sluicing for some gold. We're trying to find some gold, my friend. And we are. We're finding some. Run another one, says Cold Devil. Sluice more, says Ascending Phoenix. I say wait and get more gold, says Jason E. Miner. And you know what? Jason, my brother, I think you were right. So let's sluice another box full. Let's sluice another box full. Let's get the gold in there. Bizarro Joe, it's great to meet you, Joe. It's great to meet you. You know, my good friend named Joe Weiss from Priority Prospecting, he's the one that found this spot. Took me and Mama Bird down there. Showed us right where the spot was. And DP did a little investigation, found some reworked cobbles in this area, and next thing you know, whoop, 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 voila! We was on it. We was on it, man. I'll tell you that right now. I got golden indicator, Matt. That quick, guys. Three of these tiny scoops, and I got golden indicators. Is there a right or wrong technique to sluice, says 420 News? That is a great question. And 420, you know, I have been told that there are right and wrong techniques. Here's the situation. It's going to depend on the material you're running, what size it is. It's going to depend on the matting system you're running. Because this is a dream mat. It's designed specifically for gold sluice. A lot of people just use plain carpet, indoor-outdoor carpet, or B-ribbing like I've got right here at the top as an indicator mat. And that's what the sluice is, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, The pitch that you set it at is going to vary by which matting system you use. I've got this set at 8.5 degrees. If you're using a carpet system, you can go a little stronger than that. You can go to a 9 or even a 10 degrees, because the carpet system, the material tends to set heavier on it, so you need more of a push, more of a flow to help get the lighter material off. If you go with a V mat, you might back that off and go to a 5 or a 6 degree. That's like the Flower Go Wizard Micro Cleanup Sluice right here. I set this up at 4 degrees. So there is a right and a wrong way, but the best way is you just capture all your material and then sluice it again. Try different things. Try a little bit different things and see what works best for you. I hope I answered your question, my friend. 241 amazing people in here. There's Little Buffalo. Howdy, howdy. Come on in. Bruce Paramore says howdy. Howdy, Bruce. Welcome in, my friend. Top of the morning to you. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Bizarro Joe says great and clear answer. Bizarro Joe, I like your kindness, the way you come in here. I'm going to make you a standard moderator right off the bat, Bizarro. Appreciate that. David Polinsky's in Peoria, Illinois. You know, we do a little prospecting in Illinois. Me and Mama Bird does, David. Maybe we'll cross paths around that inside bend, around that corner, where all them big heavy cobbles lay out. Ooh-wee. BK Settle, welcome in. There's Dead Dragon. Dead Dragon's in the house, guys. Howdy, Dead Dragon. 270 amazing people in here. Bruce says he likes the setup. I appreciate that, Bruce. I really do. And I've been doing this for a lot of years, a long time. Way before YouTube was ever even thought about, way before the internet was thought about. But anyway, I'm an old guy. I can tell you that through my adventures, that this sluicing system for what we're doing is the best that I have found. Now, that's, again, it's an opinion, and opinions are like armpits. They all stink, and we should keep them to ourselves. But I've used Gold Hog, I've used King, I've used every kind of matting system available. And this little sluice system is great. Now, with that being said, I got a buddy of mine, Dirt Devil Detection. He was in here earlier, Roger. He may still be in here. He's been working on a new sluice system, all 3D printed. And I've not used it as a river sluice. I've only used it as a cleanup sluice. But I have performed a very precise control study on it. And I'm going to tell you right now that, and he's made some improvements even since I've done that. And I haven't got to run the new improved sluice yet, but I'm looking forward to it. He makes a great sluice system. It comes, he's got a leg kit with it, everything, and it's a great cleanup sluice. And from my results, and these Miller Outdoors got the same results. We was catching 90. All right, did I come back? I think I might have overheated, guys. Sorry. I think I'm back. I had to come over and mess with it. I apologize for that. I'm sorry, guys. I think I overheated. It's hot. It's hot here in Missouri today. I think I'm back. And I was explaining how alluvial fans and how drop-off points work, and I don't even remember who I was explaining it to, but I'm sure they got tired of me spinning and they left too. But hopefully I answered the question before I froze up. Bizarro Joe says he'll be back in 10 minutes. Hope your stream's back. Yeah, it is back, but I know you're gone, Joe. I'm seeing some gold in here, fellers and fellerinos. To my gold kingdom, I'm seeing some gold lighting up in here. We're going to run another sluice box full, clean it up. I don't know why that phone overheated, but it did. Hopefully it won't overheat again. Zir says, whoa, thank God I stayed behind. Thank you, Zir. Appreciate that. And you know what? Just because that, you got turned blue for sticking around, man. How cool is that? That's right, 420 News. Yeah, I think my phone overheated, and it may do that again, because, like I said, it's hot here in Missouri. If Georgianne hadn't said something that I was buffering, I would have never known, because it looked good on my end. 201 subscribers, or 201 amazing people back in here. So welcome back, guys. I apologize for the phone overheating like that. Hopefully it won't overheat again. So I do definitely have some gold in the indicator mat I'm seeing here. We're going to run a few more scoops of this down this here Dream Mat sluice. Covered more viewers than gold pieces today. I like that, 420. That's right. They'll be back, Tim. They'll be back. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Georgianne, for letting me know. A lot of times, I got an older iPhone that I'm using. It's an iPhone 10, and a lot of times, while it's on the charger, it'll overheat because it's charging. I'm not sure how that works. That's what they tell me anyway. Ooh-wee! I got gold in the indicator mat. I love it when a plan comes together. I see a picker in your near future, says Joe. Joe, I hope so. I hope so. I really think that we are going to get into some pickers once we get down deeper. Did you see that cleanup that I just did off that first batch that I run out of here? It's just like this, the last 2 times that we've cleaned up. They're bigger flakes. They're getting bigger, brother. When does a hobby become an addiction? Dylan, this is definitely an addiction for me. That's a good point, brother. It is definitely an addiction. Yeah, well, and you know what? It's like hunting. For me, hunting is an addiction. It's a lifestyle. I love it. It's just right now it's too hot to hunt. It's supposed to be 92 today. It's 84 out here right now, or 86. And I mean, it's getting hot. My phone overheated a minute ago. I'm going to unplug that, and hopefully that won't do that again. GP, your update is all its way already. Oh, awesome, Roger. Awesome. So I'm going to unplug this just for a little bit, guys. Raw Meat Eater, howdy, howdy. Welcome in, my friend. I'm going to unplug that just long enough that maybe my phone will stop overheating. Let me walk back around here. And we'll just keep sluicing. Welcome in, Raw Meat Eater. Well, that's awesome, Roger. I can't wait to get it. And like I said, I have recorded out of the way that you did the ribs, what worked best for me for this material. I have it all written down and how to set it up, because you got such a diverse sluice system going there, and that's what makes it great, is the diversity on it. And the fact that you actually reached out and asked some people to do the same thing you was doing, test it. And you know what? We got a great kingdom here, Gold Kingdom, and we've got some great prospectors that just love testing equipment out. Can you help give me a shout out to my company? It's called Blue Wave. It's an online marketplace where you can buy and sell items. Thanks, I love you. Blue Wave! Shout out to Blue Waves, the store. I have no idea what Blue Waves is, but apparently they've got a nice little company going there. Jackie Food says howdy. Stank Nasty says, how's the prospecting going today? Well, I'm going to tell you, Stank, I'm in a good mood. It's going good. The Gold Kingdom, we got gold in the indicator mat. We just cleaned out one sluice box full. We got a snuffer bottle right here. It's got some amazing gold in it. And we're going to sluice out some more here, and then we're going to clean that up, and we're going to see. We're going to run 2 sluice boxes, I think, full, and then we'll do a weigh-in. I got to know. You're more than welcome, Blue Wave. and stick around. Welcome to the Gold Kingdom. You know, we Mama Bird's lives tomorrow night, and we just love to help support channels that are promoting themselves and promoting others, and that share positivity and stuff like that. Nice Guys Prospecting says, I've been looking into it. Getting one of those smooth water heads appears to work great. Nice Guys, I promise you would not, you would love it. I've used every header box out there. I've even made a lot of header boxes. And these smooth water header boxes are incredible. And the best part about them is a 6-inch will work on an 8-inch sluice or a 10-inch sluice. An 8-inch will work on an 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch sluice. It doesn't have to, they make them in a 3-inch, which is this right here, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch. And I think they can even, that Wesley can special make one if you request it from the Flower Gold Wizard. Kevin, howdy, howdy, welcome in. Yeah, Kevin, we got a snuffer bottle that's got some gold in it, and I'm seeing gold in my indicator mat. This is our second sluice run that we're putting through here. Michael Hill says, how much does this setup like that cost? Michael, the entire setup, if you was to buy everything that I have here, it's still going to be right under 200 bucks. The sluice is the most expensive part, and you can usually pick one up for around 100 bucks. The leg kit, you can build that yourself for 30 bucks, and the Flower Gold Wizard smooth water header box, the 6-inch, is around $57. And anybody that's interested in the smooth water header box from Flower Gold Wizard, they can simply go to the Flower Gold Wizard's About section, which is Gmail, or they can email him at jasonthemason@gmail.com and tell him, GP sent me over here for one of them smooth water header boxes. How much is something like that going to send me back? Jason's a great guy, one of the hardest working men out in the world. I mean, that guy works all the time. So he will absolutely get back with you if you email him. That's jasonthemason@gmail.com. Yeah, 420, the water is being recirculated. I've got it run through an 1,100 gallon per hour bilge pump. And it's all 12 volt, everything's 12 volt. I've got it set up where I can run it on my at my campsites too, off my lithium batteries, my little 20 AH lithium batteries. It will run this thing for a week without going down. Michael Aguero says, can gold be found in any body of water? Usually it needs to be a tributary of an ancient waterway. And I say ancient, that means something that was made before it was not man-made. As long as the area, it's not man-made and your area has gold history, there's a high probability that there could be gold in it. And it's a lot of fun finding it. Where's the time slider? I want to jump to the results. That's exactly, Ron. We all do. It won't be long, Ron. We're going to clean. Oh, I just seen a piece of my gold go poof down through there. So probably what happened was there was a chunk of clay, I would say, that rolled over that in the indicator mat, and it will pull it. This clay steals gold. Got 238 amazing people in here right now. On an island with a natural waterfall. That's amazing. You know, you can give that a try. David Murphy, I'm going to add you as a moderator, my friend. Michael Hill, that's my Sasquatch necklace. I got that from Tomcat Josh. That is petrified wood. I believe he said it was out of Oregon or Washington. I honestly forget. Yes, Bizarro Joe, I know a lot of gold prospectors, hundreds of them. I know a bunch of them right here in our state, and come to 26, we're going to be getting together, a bunch of us, and at this same spot where I got this material, and we're going to be digging some more material. I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. I, yeah, Georgianne, isn't that crazy? Georgianne just went behind her house to the creek and she found gold. She found gold. That's awesome. Elvis Pine, welcome in. Yeah, it's a fanning party, all right. That's right. Yeah, it's a good time, you know. Hopefully the weather will be cooler here in a couple weeks, and we'll do a little fishing. We'll do a lot of gold prospecting and scouting. Just sit around campfires, you know, have a few adult beverages, eat some good meals, share some good stories. Just a good old time. Hand party! I like that. Absolutely, we're going to be grilling. We're always grilling something. And you're very welcome, Manuel Aguilera. I hope I was able to answer your question. Michael Hill, yes, sir. Arkansas does have a history with gold. The Oshawa Mountain Range in Arkansas has a history with gold. It's a lot like Missouri's history in the fact that it's outcroppings and it is sporadic. It didn't come up everywhere. But B&K Gold, Brian and the twins, gold and coins, I know them personally. They're out of Florida, but they have a gold claim in Arkansas, and he does pretty well down there. That sun is bearing down. Hopefully it's not going to shut my camera down again. Strong Boy says, I'm baby Starjaw. Jordan Wright says, what about here in Virginia? Absolutely there's gold in Virginia. That's part of the gold belt. Oh, no kidding. Merrill, Michigan. You know, this weekend is the Flower Gold Wizards at Nugget Lake. He's going to be holding a get-together at Nugget Lake, Georgiana. Lisa! Adventures in Michigan with Lisa. And Lisa says she's going to my favorite store. Save big money at Menards. I love that song. I spend big money at Menards, but I guess you do save it too. That's starting to pack up, so we're gonna do us another clean out here. Throw a couple more scoops in there real quick. We have not got it down to a half a bucket yet. I was hoping to do that. Yeah, we're close to half a bucket. I'm gonna call that good. Drop my scoop back down in there. Casper, I have never found gold in Oklahoma, but I know guys that have and that do quite often. But personally, I have not, my friend. I'm gonna destroy my camera here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna, or maybe not in the sun so bad, and we're gonna do a clean out. Sorry about that. I went to move and my camera and it flipped over. Oh yeah, we got gold. We got gold. We got gold. You guys want to see the gold? You guys want to see the gold in the map? Let's have a look at it here. That's a nice piece of mineralized quartz. Let me turn this again here and see if I can jack it all up like I normally do. That's a nice piece of mineralized quartz that, you know, GP is going to have to put under the microscope and then crush up. But we get up here, we zoom in right here one time, and right there we got gold showing right there. Look at that. There's some more over there in that cell, right there, right there. And then you get up here, the indicator mat. And we got some there's a nice piece. I'm having trouble seeing it. The sun is shining bright. I might have to zoom that out to get back on it. It's right there in the indicator mat. There's a couple nice chunky chunks right there. There, it's focusing on them. There's another one right there. So, yeah, we got a little gold in there. We got some gold in there, and my camera keeps flipping over. I'm doing all kinds of craziness. We're going to clean it out. Slide that back one time. Drop the pan down in there. Bizarro Joe says, why do you crush quartz? Well, quartz is a host source for gold. So these small pieces of quartz that I have here potentially could have some gold inside it. And I always look in them through a loop or a microscope, so if I see any visible gold. This one's really mineralized. So yeah, if you crush that up and then pan out your crushings, a lot of times you'll find extra gold. Gold is a host rock. It hosts, it's what carries the gold. Quartz that carries the gold up to the top of the surface, as does rhyolite and feldspar and some other stuff. But in this area, rhyolite, quartz, and feldspar are your main host rocks. Them are indicators. If you're seeing them, there's a high probability that you'll see some gold. Got that cleaned out. Let's back that off just a hair. Pull that indicator mat out of there. So in this indicator mat, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces that I can see visibly. I'm gonna rinse that out. Ooh-wee, she's getting hot. Getting hot out here, guys. We'll just turn this on for a minute there. We get pickers sometimes. Last year we was on a spot that we was getting some good pickers and even some nuggets out of it, but we got it all out of there. It's gone. That gold ain't there no more. So far this year, we haven't run into any good pickers or nuggets at the location that we're in, but we have run into a mountain, and I mean a mountain of flyer gold. It is great. We love it. Thank you, Joe. I owe all that to my buddy Joe Weiss, Priority Prospecting. Him and his wonderful wife, Lisa, the fishing goddess. And I tell you what, we always have such a good time every time I go down camping out with them guys. Prospecting, fishing. No matter what we're doing, we always have a good time. Alright, I got that sluice all set back up. We're going to pan this out and we're going to weigh it out now. This is the second sluice run. We're going to weigh it out before the gold has a chance to, or the heat has a chance to shut my phone back down, because it'll do it. It did it before. It is relaxing. It's very therapeutic and relaxing. So there's our concentrated materials. We're going to pan through that real quick. This is all the tellings from the last pan that we took. We're just going to dump them back in there. Stratify, stratify. Get a little Goldgers in your cup and stratify. Turn that where you guys might be able to see some of it. I'm trying to block the sun from my phone is the reason I'm at a different angle right now. I don't know if it's helping or not. Ooh, there's a big old garnet. Big old garnet, mama bird. Woo-wee. Gotta love them Missouri garnets. Now, we didn't run as much material this time because I was messing with my phone. So chances are we won't have as much gold as we did the last time, but I seen some gold in there. Let me get over here where I can read chat. It's like fishing, but for gold. That's right. Miguel, welcome in, my friend. Manuel Aguilera. Right now, I'm panning. This is just, everything starts and finishes with a gold pan. We pan to test the area so we know if we want to get the material out of there. And then we pan to clean it up at the very end, and that's what I'm doing. I'm panning. And the stratification, that when you put the water in the pan, your material has to be completely submerged in the water. You stratify by shaking back and forth vigorously. And what that does is everything that's dense in there, everything that's heavy settles to the bottom. When I tap it, the gold will follow the tap up. And then I just back off like this, pan back at a slight angle, and I'm rinsing off all the lighter material, and I'm watching my edges for any signs of gold showing through. Like right here, I can see gold coming through right there, right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there, there's some tiny little micros coming through, and quite a few of them. So I'm going to rinse that down and re-stratify and tap it back up. And then repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. And I'm seeing over there, I'm seeing that gold coming back through. Wash off some more of these black sands. I'm seeing it on both sides now. So get them black sands out of there. Stratify her back down. Pan her back down. Now, everybody does panning differently. And the thing about panning is whatever works for you, what technique works, just practice at it and just stick with it. It took me a lot of years to develop a technique that works for me, that I enjoy. And this is it, what you guys are seeing here. And it, like I said, it works for me. I'm seeing a lot of flyer gold in there, a lot of micros. I'm going to rinse them heavies back off that we're panning out. I need to set my tablet over here where I can read chat because I can't see it. Sorry, guys. Okay, Bizarro Joe's got a good question. He asked, once we get it in the snuffer bottles, what's the next step? And we're going to show you that, Joe. Just give me a minute here to clean this up, and then we're going to do what we call a snuffer dump. Dump it out. Oh, look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh-wee. That bucket is consistent with the amount of gold we're getting out of it. Love it. Love, love, love it. And then we'll dry it out. And I use a torch to dry it out with. And then we'll put it on the scales and weigh it. And then the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put it in. I'm going to measure it out. And I'm going to put it in some little bags to give away during Mama Bird's Live tomorrow night. Yeah. It's this beautiful gold that you're seeing here. We're giving it away tomorrow night. Isn't that awesome? Because I got the fun out of it. I did. And me and you, all you guys watching, all 190 of you, we are the very first set of eyes ever to see this gold, ever in the universe. No one but us has ever seen this gold. This is all wild gold, guys, caught in its natural habitat. Little piece trying to get away from me there. Oh, no. Don't worry about it. I know you're curious. That's right. That's right, my friend. You're curious, Bizarre Joe. And you know what? That's great. I love it. And that's the whole reason that we do the channel, because we feel like we might have a little something, little knowledge to share, be it however small much knowledge we have. But we want to share it with you. We want to see you out there. We want to get you out there, get you involved, get you doing something fun. And you know what? This is a fun hobby that can be very profitable at times. That is a beautiful galaxy of Missouri gold, guys. Look at these bigger chunks over here. Let me zoom in. Look at these bigger chunks and all this absolutely beautiful, tiny little micro flower gold. I'm gonna tap that up, and then we're gonna tap the side of the pan here, and that's gonna make that gold follow us. And we got us a nice, pretty line of gold right there. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? I want to suck that up, try to get all these little micros, because all gold matters. And gold's so heavy. Them little micros add up so fast. I've seen people dump the micros back in the creek that they're prospecting. It's like, no! Them add up so fast, you know, and they're like, I'm looking for nuggets. I found like 4-inch piece of gold because of you. No kidding, Demolition Man. That is awesome, brother. All right, we're going to do us a snuffer dump here. Then we're going to suck it up, dry it up, and weigh it up. This is everything that we've taken out of there so far today. Oh, that is such a beautiful, beautiful galaxy of gold. Let me dump that water off. Guys, look at that. Would you look at that? Let me zoom out. I forgot I had it zoomed in. Look at that galaxy of gold, guys. That is a proper feeler. I can feel, even with my big giant hands, I can feel that piece of gold in my pan. We're getting, Joe, we're getting close to a picker, friend. We're getting close. They're in there. They're there. Maybe next weekend when we're all down there, somebody will find a big old picker. Wouldn't that be great? Hopefully it's you, Joe. You deserve it, Joe. Hopefully it's you, brother. There it is, all tapped up. Beautiful smile. Ooh-wee. Now we're going to dry it up, put it on the scales. I got to put my snuffer bottle back together. Kind of catch up a cat here. Tim says he don't have any Missouri gold. Tim, we can change that. We can change that, my friend. All right, I got it. I'm gonna move that out of the way. We're gonna back that off just a little bit. I'm gonna put this metal pan here. I'm gonna set these scales out here. Here it comes. We're getting ready. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Gonna dump that in there. That is a significant amount of gold, guys. What do you guys think's in there? You think there's a 1/4 gram there? I think it's going to be close. Gold biscuits is Bizarre Joe. I like the way you think, man. We'll pour that water off gently. Now we're going to dry it out. Mama Bird calls this the torch of terror. Got, you know what, guys? I tell you what, we got what we got in here. We got 155 awesome people in here right now. And if we had right now all the gold that I've ever dried up in all the years using this little stainless steel Jim Beam dish that I have, if we had it all right now, we could all take a heck of a vacation. Because over the years, I have piled it up, guys. I think I got it. Oh, that's pretty shiny in there. So that's gold's hot because I just used that torch. So I'm going to take it and put it in that moon right there. 0.13 says, JP says 0.32. Manual 0.19. I love it, guys. Keep guessing. I'm going to say somebody's close. Wonder who's going to be closest. Let's turn that on. Let's zoom it in. Let's zoom it in here. Slide that over just a little bit and up just a little bit. I think you guys can see that. And let's find out. 0.29, 0.187, 0.16. Love it, guys. Love it. Keep guessing. Let's see what it is. Oh, did anybody have 0.211? 0.211. That right there is what's in there. That's almost a quarter gram of gold, guys. So there's like 30 bucks worth of gold in there. Everybody was close. Demolition was close. 420 News was super close. 0.211. That's St. Mary coming in with 0.211. Woo! So guys, that's easy. That's what it's about. That right there. Let me show that to you guys. Let me pull this up here. And that's what we're looking at. And you can see some of the chunkier stuff. And then you can see that fine, tiny little micros in there that we're catching. And I guarantee you we spit some of them out. And when we run it down that micro mini cleanup sluice, it'll find them by the Fire Glow Wizard. And I'm going to do that, but not right now because it got hot and my phone overheated earlier and shut the stream down. And as much fun as I'm having right now, I think we come back. Sorry, guys, the phone overheated again. Like I said, it feels like we're 3 feet from the sun here. So I brought you back to tell you guys that I love each and every one of you. Please hit that like button and please subscribe if you haven't already and turn them notifications on. Bizarro Joe asked if when we was going to go live again. You know what? I'm going to have to leave this stuff set up and I'll take my sluices in just so they don't walk off overnight. But we'll go live tomorrow again and just a little bit earlier. And we got to finish this bucket. We're only halfway done. That bucket still weighs a good 80 pounds, 60 to 80 pounds. So we got to finish that. And so we'll do some more tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll get live around 8ish in the morning. I'm at Central Standard Time. For those of you Eastern, that'd be 9 o'clock. Those of you that overseas, you know that you'll have to do the math on that. It'll be evening time for you guys. So, but we'd like to have you all back here. We love each and every one of you. And tomorrow night, Mama Bird at Mama Bird 70 is going to be live. We're going to be playing a trivia game, and we'll be handing out, giving away free gold bags of pay dirt of this same material right here. I'm just going to scoop in there, empty some out, and then I'm going to, whatever's in there is in there, and then I'm going to add 1/10 of a gram. and add a tenth of a gram of gold to each one of the bags that we give away tomorrow. So you want to be there. You want to be there. You want to be part of that. Again, love you guys. Take care. Everyone stay humble. Be kind. Kindness is contagious. All you got to do is be kind to somebody and step back and watch. And they will pass it around. I guarantee you. It's great. Kindness is great. It's contagious. Be kind. Be humble. And stay true to yourselves. We love each and every one of you. We hope we see you guys out there around that creek. Again, y'all's invited. Missouri on 26th to the 28th. Shoot me an email if you plan on coming, because you don't know where to go. Missouri's a big state. Big state. So shoot me an email. Let me know that you'd like to come if you're interested. And I'll send you a pin drop on a map, on Google Maps. But until the next time, guys, until tomorrow morning, we love you guys. Stay safe. Be humble. Be kind. Share that love with one another. Everyone, GP's getting out of here. We got 0.21 grams of gold. We're going to add to some bags in there. It's going to make up at least 2 bags. Then we got, I don't know, a bunch in the house that we're going to add a bunch more bags of. Stay golden, my friends, and keep the gold kingdom real, guys.